Hell, Jesus. Okay. Start afresh. Hello. Really pray my people are having an amazing, blessed. Almost a Friday morning. It's actually Thursday evening. It's 28 minutes to or past 7 p.m. here in South Africa, and I am looking for longs on NQ. So it is 3:30. It's a time-based interval. We are looking for it to just sweep this low and engineer potential swing low. We can go as low as this inefficiency, which is technically what I don't want to see, but we just wanted to trade below that low for our potential execution long, targeting this high right here. I am frustrated on two accounts today. First things first, I had a video pre-recorded before this one, and to my disbelief, OBS only showed like my wallpaper, and all you could see was my mouse moving, and you couldn't see my execution. It really pissed me off. Really pissed me off. But nothing you can do about that. Did we touch it? We did not trade below that. Apologies. Thought we did. It's relative equal low, so we're looking for one sweep below those lows, and we would look for it to target those highs. You can look at this opening price right there. Change the color to different shade. There we go. It's a beautiful longing opportunity. Just waiting for it to trade into this inefficiency. Apologies if you're wondering what I'm looking for. There we go. That right there is a beautiful long opportunity, and we're going to target a 20 handle stop or usual and a 20 handle TP, nothing more, nothing less. You could wait the next minute to go long at 1332 when 1333 trades below 1332's low, which is what you personally wouldn't want to see. You want to see 30 make an attempt for potential higher prices. So that's the only thing I'm looking for. But today was a very I felt inspired, honestly, to touch on this topic today. I've been putting it off for quite some time, not because I can't answer it, but it's because it's such a beautiful question, and I think it's a beautiful addition to my series, and hopefully I can get more introspective questions like this in the near coming future. But the question was very simple. Do I ever, or do I suffer from guilt and imposter syndrome, if that's what they call it? So you want to see this make an attempt for swing highs and not really make an attempt for that low, and you want to see it rush obviously for the swing high. The only thing that can disrespect or break our narrative is when we start making an attempt for these swing lows, and this becomes a rejection block entry, which is my worst model, honestly. I feel dismally at those models, Excuse me. So classic power 3 opens, trades lower, consolidates, expands, and nears an inefficiency, trades into that for potential spooling to these highs. We've already done a very deep retracement. I don't expect one as well. If we do get it, then it's because of the calendar day. Of course, we have a major news event coming tomorrow, so be wary of the current financial market you're in. But it was a very nice question where he asked if I've ever suffered from guilt in any shape, way, or form, and if I've ever suffered from imposter syndrome. It's a very nice question, I won't lie to you. He also asked, do I have a battle with the feeling of, do I deserve this? Whether I believe I deserve this or not. That's a very tough question to answer. He asked me this on the 26th of July. So what you're seeing now is 33 engineers a swing high, which is what you don't want to see. This is when probabilities slowly shift out of favor, because now then this will be a swing high, and then the market will just continue to make lows and target these relative equal lows right there, which is what you don't want to see. Let me just remove this, because yeah, then we just have a look at target there. But literally, that's a very interesting question, and I was thinking of how can I go around this. How can I answer this question? How can I provide an introspective outlook, something that you can obviously take home, and something that you'll relate to in all honesty. And I'm never going to lie to you. Personally, I don't think I deserve this in any shape, way, or form. And I'll tell you the reason why. I never had to spend 30 years or 40 years of my life trying to figure out when a swing low or swing high will happen. I didn't have to spend 20 years of my life trying to decode what an inefficiency is, what manipulation or consolidation, retracement, or reversal profile looks like. I didn't spend 50, 40 years of my life, 20 years, 10 even, trying to find out what a market maker buy model or market maker sell model is. These are things that were already here long before me. And for me to feel like I deserve it in any shape, way, or form, I'll be lying to myself, because it's not a luck thing, but I believe it's a blessing for you to find out the knowledge you have, and you shouldn't really boast about or be confident in any shape, way, or form, or feel like you deserve it or you're better than someone else in any shape, way, or form, just because you have a specific skill set that is different, or it's on a different level relative to other people. And it's pretty tough, because the only time I've ever felt guilt, I'll never lie to you, was last week, right? I took a short, or I wanted to take a short, apologies, I was tape reading Wednesday's price action, and I wanted to go short at 14:36. That's the time, 2:36 p.m. session. So when 2:36 candlestick touched my level, there was an overwhelming sense of frustration and guilt. And now I'll tell you where it stems from, because I was doing a live lecture, and I was sharing my screen, and I was sharing the stage with 5 other executors. And one of those executors told the crowd that they're going short now, which is like 4 minutes or 5 minutes before I wanted to go short. And he said he's going short here, and he put his stop loss right where I put my entry. And when I heard him say that, immediately my brain switched, and I was like, I'm not going to take that short anymore. And not because I'm scared or I'm anxious in any shape or form, it's because deep down I had this feeling that he will resent me because he lost money and has to call it a day. And I go short exactly where he put his stop loss. Yeah, am I trying to show him that I'm better than him? Or that, you're not patient enough? Am I trying to rub it in his face? And I felt guilty. I really felt frustration, guilt, anger, and I could not press the trigger. And 2:36 high all the way down to 3 o'clock low PM session, it was 233 handles. And I couldn't even get one. I couldn't even get two, not even 20, because I was too anxious. I couldn't do it. I just could not do it. And that's the only time I've ever experienced it. And it was not to the level of whether I deserve it or not, but I did feel some unwavering sense of guilt relative to my skill set. And I really wanted to trade alone. Like, I really wish I wasn't there, because I know for a fact I would have been in that short, but I couldn't bring myself to press the button in front of my peers and short them and go against them in any shape or form. I could not do that. That's one of the worst things to do as an executor. But also, just to give context on the trading day, it's very nice. We've got a beautiful one here, targeting that. Then we've got a nice long here, beautiful, targeting that baby. I really wanted to catch the swing low, but I was just a minute too late. But that's the only time I've ever felt guilt. And I've never thought I deserved it in any shape or form relative to where I've come from. I've slept in my grandma's garage. I've slept on my mama floor. I've slept hungry. I've been kicked out. I've slept cold. I've slept on the floor. I've slept on a mattress. I've slept on pillows. Like, I've been through what I believe other humans should not go through or don't have to. I've experienced unwavering level of pain, frustration, and not for once did I ever believe I don't deserve it, nor do I do. Right? I just felt not lucky, but I felt blessed. in a sense, to have the ability to see the market the way I do now. Because when I came here, this was all that was there. And let me also remove the positions. This was all that was there. And I couldn't know for the life of me where this is going to go next. I didn't understand time, I didn't know inefficiencies, I didn't know liquidity, I didn't know nothing. So what do I deserve? I don't deserve anything. Like everything is based on other people's hard work and perseverance. It's based on other people's willingness to share what they've learned with me. So in my heart, I've never really put in time. I've never really put in effort the way the people who have brought me where I am have. And that has always kept me humble. I've released over 172 videos, 79 videos on my YouTube, which I'm so proud of myself for. But not once did I feel like I deserve it. Not once did I feel that. I've always had that sense of I don't. And it's okay to not deserve something. But regardless of whether you deserve it or not, if you're putting in the hard work, you will get what you pay for. I genuinely believe that it does not matter whether you deserve it or not, but what's done in the dark will always find a way to shine. And if you are in an industry where you're trying to make money and you're doing the rules, you're following them to the utmost of efficiency, to the tick, then there's by default you will make money, you'll be profitable. It's just math. So whether you believe you deserve it or not, it doesn't really matter if you're following the rules. If you're following the process every day, it will lead you to a specific outcome. It won't soothe the feeling in your chest or the emptiness that you feel, but regardless, you get paid for it. And it's very tough to live in such a reality. But personally, I don't think one should dwell in whether they deserve it or not, because it will show in your bank account. If you really worked hard and you really busted your ass off, it will show you in your bank account. If you really follow your rules, if you're really efficient, if you really trust yourself and you're not over leveraging when you don't have to, if you're doing what you have to at that specific time, then you automatically fall in the category of excellence. And whether you believe you deserve that award or not, whether you believe you deserve that, it doesn't matter. Because one thing I can tell you, for me, I will show you how I had to overcome this feeling of I don't deserve it, because now I know I do. Unlike before where I felt like I didn't, I know I do today. And I deserve everything that's happening to me, because everything that's happening to me now is a product of hard work, it's a product of patience, it's a product of understanding, and my development of skill over time. It's nothing more than that. Whether I deserve money or not, that's not the point, because everything I do, the byproduct of me doing these things is me getting paid. So I might have an emptiness or a hole in my feeling where I don't feel like I'm good enough or I deserve it. But when you follow the rules, when you follow the process, eventually you begin to love yourself more. You begin to understand yourself more, and you begin to not feel like you don't deserve it, because that feeling can never be overcome with money. You can't. When you think making money or making a profitable trade or a winning trade is a predetermined notion of whether you deserve it or not, that's false. I almost said false accusation. That is false, because look at this price action now, right? There's no annotation, there's nothing, it's just an empty slate. What do you deserve from here? How much work have you put in to say that I deserve a specific outcome? I deserve to be paid. I'm good enough, I'm worth it, I've learned this skill, now it has to pay me. It doesn't, really. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to be aware of how you would mess yourself up because you don't think you're good enough. And all these thoughts are what people instill inside you. You're trying to revolutionize your mind. You're trying to change your perspective. You're trying to change your reality. And it's pretty difficult. When you have $20 in your bank account, when you have 200, when you have 2,000, whatever the amount is, and you're trying to be a millionaire, that's tough. But if you're willing to put in the work, you're willing to put in an effort, then sure as hell you do deserve it. I really wanted to show you something personal today. I'll show you as soon as TP or my stop loss has been hit. Doesn't really matter. And you'll get a sense of why I believe I do deserve it. It's not easy to tell yourself that. No one is going to motivate you. No one is out there looking to tell you that you can keep going. There's no one. It's only you. And every day you're talking to yourself, you're trying to console yourself, you're trying to make yourself a better person, and you're doing it one candlestick at a time. Because there was once a time where you didn't know what these candlesticks were going to do. There was a time where you used to over leverage. There was a time where you used to over trade. You used to do all these things that I believe all the gamblers, when they do it, they do deserve everything that's happening to them. Because you are here to take someone else's money. You're here to take someone else's money. And that person is experiencing the same thing as you, where they haven't learned about the pains of the financial market, where they don't know how it really hurts. And they lost their first 50%, their first 100, they blew their first account, and you took their money, right? Based on the decisions that they made. Same thing with you, right? You're going to make decisions here, and whether those decisions are right or wrong, whatever happens to you, you deserve that. You deserve everything that happens to you. If you do the good things, if you show up on time, if you're consistent, if you work hard, if you put in the effort, if you practice, then you deserve it. Because regardless of whether you think you deserve it or not, it doesn't matter. The universe will give it to you. It will give it to you. Just like it will take away from those who are greedy. It will take away from those who ask too much, from those who do too much, for those who doubt themselves. It will take money from them and give it to those who trust themselves. It will take money from those who don't deserve it to those who do. And I believe in trading, the ones who deserve it are those who put in the most time. Beautiful execution in and of itself, beautiful session. And this is signs that I do deserve it, In 3 minutes, I made $400 here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me just do this just to make it better. In 14 minutes. And I think I do deserve it. And I wanted to show you why I believe that's true. In order for me to get here, where it turns from an empty slate to this, it's hard work, patience, and perseverance. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. It's me following a protocol I told myself years ago that I promised myself I'll follow to the tick regardless of how much. So, okay. I just realized that the last 9 minutes of my video, you didn't hear a word I said. But what I wanted to get to and close on with was, if you go through my trading, just I'll upload the video, and this is the video that pissed me off, and this one pissed me off even more, man. I'm so pissed off today, it's crazy. But if you have a look at my trading journal, and you have a look at the properties from 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, then let's go and sign actually. January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, week 1, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Before, during, after the session, I have London, Asian. And I think not only have London, New York, and Asian session. Same everywhere. And here I have studied things that are very important to me that I need to study for that year that stood out to me in one shape or another. Here, 2023, same thing. With study intensely, 2025, same WhatsApp group. These are my favorite actually. But these are the ones I really love to study in terms of focus. But I want to show you something. When you look at this, I have over 21,311 files, documented executions, video format, screenshot format, etc., etc. I have all of those. I have over 51,574 folders. I have 43.1 gig worth of data. And I want to ask you, do you believe I deserve it relative to how much time I've put? Personally, I don't need your opinion. I don't need you to believe whether I deserve it or not, because I believe I do. Not because I've learned a new skill or I've learned anything new that's under the sun, but I feel like I deserve it because of how much time I've put in, right? I don't care how much other people put in terms of time. And the one thing I've realized about trading is you will never truly feel like you deserve it because you overwork yourself. Like that's what I did. I did more than I should. Every single day I overworked me. It's a beautiful shot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanna take a shot at this inefficiency, but I'll let it run without me. For 20 handles, by the way. So 20 handle target will be right there. Might even see chase this low here. Watch that. Right there. But when I look at PA, when I look at who I am as an executor, personally, I do think I deserve it. I do believe from the bottom of my heart that I get everything I work for, and everything is a reflection of how much time, effort, and energy I put in. And if I have the ability to be patient with my execution, to be sound in my risk management, and to trust myself, then yes, I genuinely do deserve everything that happens to me. Whether it's a profitable execution or not, doesn't matter. I deserve everything I work hard for. Everything I don't work hard for, I also deserve it neither less. And the only thing that can aid you in believing you, excuse me, deserve it is how much time you put in and whether you can see that reflect over time, right? If you don't see that, if you don't have a visual representation of how much effort you put in and how hard you work, check my YouTube channel. I have over 170. Wait, let me just see if I'm not on mute, because I will get pissed off today, man. I will throw my laptop out the freaking window. But I do deserve everything I've worked hard for. Everything I've not worked hard for, I deserve it as I don't deserve that, but it's what the hell was I saying there? That's actually funny. But yes, I do believe I deserve everything I've worked hard for. Everything that I've done has got me here, has got me to you, my good sir. And everything is a product of hard work and patience and perseverance. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't think I deserve anything I'm getting, but I'm getting it regardless of what I believe. So that's all I kind of have for you. I do genuinely want to take a short if we trade into that inefficiency, and whether it's an L or not, it's okay. I'll take it. If it plays breakaway, it'll piss me off, but then I'll just call it a day. But if I'm willing to wait for my setup, if I'm willing to let it run without me to target, then I do deserve it. If I'm willing to be patient enough for it to come to me, then yes, I do deserve it. And every time I follow those rules, it's proof that I do. That's the proof I need that I deserve it. I don't need the proof in terms of money, I need the proof in terms of track record over years. And that's what the market gives me. And I'm blessed for that. I'm really blessed to be in a position where I trust me, where I'm not anxious, I'm not fearful. And literally, I have a track record of how hard I work. I literally have it. And I think if you take the time to trust and believe in yourself, you can have one too. And don't be scared to take what's yours. The universe will always give you what you work for. And take it if it gives it to you. Don't let the universe say otherwise. Don't let any other human being tell you otherwise, because you deserve it. You deserve everything you do. Whether it's good or bad, if you're gambling, if you're losing money, if you're over leveraging when you don't have to, if you don't wait for your setup, if you FOMO in and you chase, you deserve everything that happens to you. Because why? You're taking someone else's money here. So why should you be special? Where you can take someone else's money efficiently, but I can't take yours when you disrespect the rules. You should never forget that you're facing the smartest people in the world. These people, they make it their whole life to take your money. What the hell? That's all. My life is to take other people's money. Uninformed executors. People who are just beginning to start how to execute. They don't even know what an inefficiency is. They don't even know what the low of day is. They don't even know how to toggle through time frames, but they're investing money. I'm here to take that. That's, all this winning trade, someone lost. This winning trade, someone lost. Someone went short here on the dot and put a stop loss there, and I took his money. That's it. And they're going to do the same for you, whether you like it or not. And you need to get to a point where you're fully content with who you are as an executor, where you're fully content with your model, and you have faith in the fact that your model will play over time. And it's not a matter of you getting in a trade and making money or losing. It's not a matter of whether you deserve it or not. It's a matter of, do you put in the effort? Because when you deserve it, you're the only one who can tell yourself that. 20,000, 21,000 videos in terms of documented executions. It's not signs that you deserve it. You might not think that's enough for you, right? You might want more, but if you really want to know whether you deserve it or not, just follow the rules and follow the outcome of those rules. And every time you follow it, every time you tell yourself you're not going to do something and you don't do it, that's signs that you deserve whatever you're getting. And if you over leverage and you overtrade and you FOMO and it sharply reverses against you and efficiently removes you out, you deserve that too. If you have the ability to let trades play without you because you know you can make that setup or make money tomorrow, then you deserve it. If it runs without you and you find another place to go short, like here, this will be a beautiful place for short, which I won't add, but I'm studying. I don't add, I'll just study. Then you deserve everything you work for. And I'll have my stop loss just here. It's just one study. And then obviously target remains unchanged. But you deserve it. Everything that you work hard for, everything that you've spent years trying to captivate, you deserve it. Because all this that you're seeing now, here, from this to that to this tape reading, it's all here. It's years and years of experience. And I started trading in 2014. So this is not even half. It's not even half of how much effort I've put, how much time I've put, how much energy I've put. Because I want this more than anyone. I'm tired of living the life I've been living. I'm tired. I was tired of being hungry. I was tired of being frustrated. I was tired of being taken advantage of. Not once did I believe I don't or I do deserve it. And the reason for that is because I never had to work as hard as the people who got me here. So I never thought I deserved it ever. So that never crossed my mind. And whether I believed it or I didn't, and maybe that could have plagued that's what plagued me a lot. But that's what made me, after I knew and I saw, I think I had 14K documented executions. That's when I came to Twitter. Because then no one could break me or shake me because I've seen it more than 10,000 times. I've practiced one kick 10,000 times. Now I've studied one kick 20,000 times. And I'm going to study 30,000 times, 40,000, 50,000 times, 100,000 times. And all that's going to happen is I'm going to get better and better and better. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I'll get better and better and better and more efficient over time. And the more I work hard, the more patient I become, the more efficient I become in my ability to analyze a setup, a specific sequential delivery, is the better I become. There's nothing that speculates that I don't deserve it. There's nothing. And no one can tell me I don't, because your opinion doesn't matter. You go to my YouTube channel. I have over 179 videos, and I've watched every single one of them. Every single minute I've spent there. Some of them I've watched them 3 times because I recorded the video and I was in the price action. Then I watched it before I uploaded it, and then I watched it when I uploaded it, and then I watched it maybe a day or 2 later just to review, and then I still have to analyze. So all I do is eat, sleep, drink, trading. And the more effort I put in, is the more it reflects in my bank account. Whether I believe I deserve it or not, it doesn't really matter, because I'll get paid for it. I'll get paid for being efficient. I'll get paid for following the rules. And that's something to be proud of. That's something to really say, I'm proud of you, Alfred, for. No one had to, I had to force myself to believe in me, because no one else did. And the more I believed in me, the more I was confident in myself, the more I trusted myself, the more I loved myself, and the more patient I became. And my ability or my skill was never predetermined by the outcome of my execution. It was all predetermined by my ability to follow very specific rules. And the more I followed them, the more I deserved it. The more I deserved it, the more it came to me. And it came to me when the market wanted it to. As much as I wanted it to happen faster for me, I wanted to get this skill set sooner. I wanted to rub it in someone else's face. But the market didn't give me an opportunity to do those things. It humbled me. And I am here, I am where I am today because of the financial market. This will be my 10th and final, no, my 9th and second final lecture publicly. And I appreciate the questions. These are lovely questions because these are the real gist of what trading is. It has nothing to do with making or losing money. It has everything to do with, are you efficient? Do you have the ability to execute and follow your rules to the tick? And over time, once you do follow your rules and you trust yourself, they will make you money. That's it. And I believe if you can follow that, if you can trust the process, then you do deserve whatever the outcome would be. If I'm patient enough to wait for my setup at a specific inefficiency that I've seen get traded to 20,000 times, then yes, I do deserve whatever the outcome of that inefficiency is, because that's the amount of effort and time I put in. And whatever amount and effort you put in, the market will pay you for that. It will either give you relative to experience, and it will always give you relative to how much, not effort, but how efficient you are over time. Because this market would outlive you, it would outlive me, my good sir. And I don't think we deserve anything. We are privileged to get it. It's a privilege. I think deserve is more, there's two types of deserve. There's that deserve of you didn't put in the hard work and it has to happen for you. You deserve it because you were born and you put time on these charts. Then there's that deserve it of where you have put in the time, you've put in the effort, but it just doesn't feel like it's enough. And that's me. That's how I felt. It was no matter how much time and effort I put, it was never enough until I stopped. I started focusing on swing highs and swing lows. And I started following the process and I started dwelling in the reality that I'm a millionaire. Not now, of course, sorry, not now. I'm definitely not a millionaire as we speak. But the process I'm following, the procedure I'm following is a millionaire's procedure, it's a millionaire blueprint. And I need to live in that reality. And if I can be patient enough to focus on 20 handles and watch how 20 handles making $10, $20, 30, 40, whatever it was relative to that time, and that turning into $400, $800 in less than 20 minutes on an execution, that's on or in live market risk, that's a blessing. That's something to be proud of. That's something to find courage and strength in. So that's what I have. In all honesty, I pray to God that you find courage in yourself, you become patient with yourself more, because if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to spend the time to learn about yourself and learn about your flaws and your insecurities and how to overcome them and not be fearful of what the market doesn't give you, or whether the market gives you or doesn't, then you do deserve whatever you work for. And whatever effort you put, the amount of energy, the amount of trust and faith you have in yourself will show. It will reflect in your bank account. So, yeah, that's basically all I have for you guys today. I really pray you guys have a very informative, you have a blessed remainder of your year, week, month, but definitely week. It's going to be a very nice week. It's NFP week today, so take it easy, man. It's CPI week, so take it easy. Take everything with a grain of salt. Don't force setups, don't force executions. Don't put yourself in scenarios where you are destined to lose. So don't do that. Just be patient with yourself. Be courageous in the face of adversity, and don't for once let the market take away the most important thing that you have, which is your mental capital. There's nothing else more important than that, because you can lose a lot of money, but if it's not what you are willing to lose at that specific moment in time, that could break you. Even though you know you can make it back, it doesn't matter. The fact remains, you are going to fall victim to yourself, and you're going to fall victim to your impulses, and you're going to F it all up. So be patient with yourself, love yourself, don't FOMO in. Just know that whatever you do now, whatever it is, you deserve everything that's coming to you. And whether you like it or not, time will tell. It's a beautiful execution.